please come and share his ideas with the audience. Rao sir, please.
Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, Dr. Sheetal Sharma ji, the fellow co-panelists, all the participants, including some of our own faculty members that are participating today. A very good afternoon to all of you. So, Madam, are you able to see my
Yes, sir. We are
screen?
seeing the presentation Swagat Experience of ICFA University.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so essentially what I thought was, I wanted to share our own experience in adopting the blended learning, because it's all a lot of times it's very fascinating, very easy to talk on technologies, but इसको कैसे हम तो लागू कर सकते हैं, इसमें कौन सा चुनौतियां हमको फेस किए थे, इसको कैसे हम तो हैंडल किए थे. I think that is the crux of my business. Otherwise, I'm not going to teach anything that what we have, got anything new technology or nothing at all. I think with that small thing that we tell you that. And to introduce ourselves, I am currently the Vice Chancellor of ICFA University, Jharkhand. We are part of the ICFA group. In the ICFA group, we have got 11 universities. We are one among them. We operate from Jharkhand. And as you can see on the top, what differentiates us when compared with the other universities is we are a university that believe that we want to groom our students into professionals with good values and ethics. That is where they come from. And as far as the COVID-19 times are concerned, nowadays we don't talk of just COVID-19, we are talking of the times. It's an age what we are going through. This is the most challenging period in our own lifetime. Not only my lifetime, including my parents' lifetime. My parents have died, but despite that, they also have not seen this kind of challenge. And a lockdown, because of that physical distancing was there. Among the students, there is a fear, panic. Education institutions are the most affected. Campuses closed, regular classes suspended. We were in the midst of the semester and the semester syllabus was not completed. And students, they love socializing. They could not socialize. They are unable to socialize. They are homebound. And there is a lot of uncertainty about future. Exams, placements, the career. And a lot of students are mentally upset. This is the kind of a scenario what we have gone through in the last 4 months. So as a strategy, the ICFA University Jharkhand, what we thought, we want to address this with a two-pronged attack. One is to enable our students to continue studies from home, being safe. The second thing what we thought is very important, as important is take care of the mental health of our students, because physical health, mental health and learning, all of them are important. I think that is where we started off. So once the lockdown was announced, the first thing what we did was we had a discussion with our own faculty team. We have been using the digital learning platform like a Moodle for the past something like 2 to 3 years, but not completely. We were using it to conduct our exams and some parts of the kind of a digital learning, but not completely. So when we had a discussion with our faculty members and on how we are going to proceed now, faculty came with lots of ideas. Some of them they said on WhatsApp I'm going to send study material. Somebody said through email, and various ideas came. But ultimately as a team what we decided was the university must follow a uniform policy. Because in our university we have got faculty management studies, we have got management programs, faculty of science and technology, we have got engineering programs and science programs, we have got a faculty of information technology, we have got IT programs, we have got a faculty of law, where we have got the various law programs. So what we thought was we should have a uniform policy to active learning, and that is how what we thought was we have decided to launch a digital learning platform using Moodle LMS, and coincidentally we called it a Swadhyay. In fact, I was so delighted when I was hearing the presentation and the message from Dr. Satyendra Dhiman. He talked of the second plank in that, that was Swadhyay, whereas we said we'll start with that. We named it as the Swadhyay. And it was a bold decision because we are switching over to a new technology, a new platform, more than the technology. What we did was we constituted a core team of IT faculty members who worked very hard. And first thing what we did was the faculty members were trained and motivated to prepare and upload study material on Swadhyay on a daily basis because they were also working from home. Earlier, all the faculty members had a flexibility on how to conduct the classes because that is what we do in the higher education. Here, like all of them sort of, they have to adopt a uniform policy. And also I would like to mention that our faculty members, like in the various other higher education institutions, they come in different age groups, starting with the age group of 30s going up to the 60s. So naturally, some of the faculty members in the age groups, in the later part of this, into the 50s or 60s, naturally, they are not used to that. So that being the case, yes, they had to be helped. As a university, what we decided is, this cannot be limited to a few faculty members. All the faculty members have to take on board. We have helped them, facilitated them, and made them, all of them, to upload the material. In fact, our record is 100% of our faculty members, irrespective of the age group, irrespective of the discipline, they got used to that and started uploading the material onto the Swadhyay. Within 10 days of lockdown, our Swadhyay platform was launched. And considering that we have got students coming from various geographies. Typically, most of our students, they come from Bihar and Jharkhand, and a lot of them, they come from the villages. Some of them, they come from the very poor families. Despite that, all the students were able to access our Swadhyay from home. 87% of them were accessing through mobile. And in the last semester, more than 2,000 items of digital study material got uploaded for the last given semester, covering 19 program batches, and it covered 164 courses. It included PPTs, video lectures, and plus links to additional reading material like e-books and articles. This step gave a lot of confidence to the students that their studies will continue from home. That is the first message that has gone from me. And the second thing what we did was, now we are going to the first part of, 4 parts of the kind of the learning methodology that was given message by Mr. Satyendra, Dr. Satyendra Dhiman. Then with regard to ESET, apart from this, through Swadhyay, they learned certain things. Then the university has arranged interactive classes through video conferencing platform with a timetable. And students were expected to go through the study material that was kept on the Swadhyay in advance, then attend the classes. So this is in certain ways we call it the blended learning, whereby initially they go through the material, then they go through our classes. No doubt, some students face difficulty due to the internet bandwidth problems, and some have had the problems with regard to the data storage. We noticed that some of our students, they take very small packages, and they are good enough for audio call, but they are not good enough as far as the video is concerned. So what we did was, all the video sessions were recorded, they were uploaded on Swadhyay, so that if a particular student has missed a session, yes, they can go through that as per their convenience. Students liked it because they could access the video lectures not only once, again and again as per their convenience. Because in a typical face-to-face learning, they can go through only once. But here they could do it again and again. And we also conducted the formative assessment, wherein online MCQ tests are conducted and feedback was given to the students immediately. And screenshots of all the online classes were posted on the Facebook pages, not for something else, to motivate the students that you are going through this and you have to put a pat them on the back. We thought that is very important. In this process, the students were very actively engaged in the students, but in a different format when compared to what they were doing earlier. No doubt, it took time for them to get adjusted, but they got adjusted to it very quickly. And here, I'm just showing you some screenshots of what we have done. You can see the first online session on financial accounting. You can see our students participating in that. We have got some engineering courses. You can see what I'm, like we are talking with regard to on how physics and applied mechanics is taught. And similarly on how to do the searching. a few things, what we have done. So I do understand that. I do understand. Please give me a little bit of a time. Then the second plank of what we looked at was the students are stressed and how to de-stress them. Students are motivated to engage in creative expressions like sketching, painting, poems, all that kind of a thing. And select paintings and post this kind of a things were displayed in social media to encourage them. We conducted an online music competition because we need to have a social get-together. That's what used to happen in a campus program. It received excellent response from all the students. And the program coordinators for each of the programs were in close contact with the students through calls and WhatsApp messages and counseled them through the needy students. Students were encouraged to do MOOC courses, including the SWAYAM courses. A lot of them, they have done the SWAYAM courses, and a lot of them participated in quizzes, and they also got awards. As a vice chancellor, earlier I used to go and meet the students very frequently. Because it wasn't possible, I started addressing them through YouTube Live on what is happening in the university, what are our plans with regard to exams, placements, internships, and assuring them things will be all right. And this has helped in maintaining the mental health of our students. Here you could see some of the contributions that are made by our own students in terms of the sketches and whatnot they have done, in terms of the poems and whatnot into that. Then for all the students, one of the biggest concerns is with regard to the exams. For all the final year students who completed the evaluation through online offline mode, and we declared the results of all the students by 30th of June for all the final year students. And we have issued provisional certificates so that they can join the jobs or go for higher studies, because that is a big concern for them. And for the rest of the students, we are conducting the exams online and with remote proctoring for all the students, and we expect to announce the results by early August 2020. And because of this, the uncertainty with regard to exams, hoga nahi hoga, kab hoga, all that is sort of addressed. Then the other concern is with regard to the placement. We have arranged placements through video conferencing for the final year students, and we convinced the recruiters that have given the offers earlier prior to March not to withdraw the offers made earlier. इससे चाहिए तो थोड़ा delay कर दीजिए ज्वाइन करने का. As a result, no company has withdrawn any offer of placement given to our students. The university has arranged online internship. All our students go through the internship. This time, because they could not go physically, they could have gone through the online internship. Some of the reputed companies like Larsen & Toubro, Sterlite Industries, Shriram, they have offered online placement. We trained our students on digital skills on how to do online internships. They were not used to that earlier. One of our MBA students, Shobhana Samat, she got the award for the best online internship in India from Shriram Life Insurance. This gave confidence to the students that their career is safe and secure. Then we conducted webinars under a kind of a program called the Charcha Manchari, a discussion forum. The purpose is to update our students on the latest developments through discussion with industry experts. We conducted six webinars, starting with IT careers and on various aspects into that, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and all the 6 webinars focused on updating students on the new developments and career counseling. And this is just some screenshots of it. And the important thing in this entire exercise is developing our own faculty members. We conducted various faculty development programs, particularly how to use digital technology to engage the students interestingly. We conducted programs on outcomes-based education, on how to write research articles, and webinars conducted by Harvard Business School on their experience and their transition on how they have gone through a digital teaching learning. That was very instructive for us. And these are some of the tools what we have been using to make our classes interactive. There it could be something like quizzes, there can be polling, there can be sort of discussion forums, and also breakout groups. And these are some of the kind of faculty development programs what we have done. A forward, a COVID-19, it looks like they may prolong. We don't know how long. We are prepared as Equa University to adapt to the new normal, that is digital learning. Next semester classes will start in the second week of August 2020 for our current students, and early September 2020 for the newly admitted students using blended learning. But in the blended learning now, we are going with what is called the Swadhyay 2. In Swadhyay 1, it was simply blended learning. Here we are going with the flipped classroom with a focus on the outcomes-based education and online sessions made more interesting and engaging. This we have already done for our PhD scholars in the last 2 weeks. And we also have got a BTech program where we have got IT students and engineering students. They said, how do we do experiments online? For this, we have tied up with IIT Delhi for the virtual labs. This enables us enables the students to conduct experiments from home for all the engineering students. And we trained our faculty members on this. Charles Dickens, when he wrote the Tale of Two Cities, he started saying, the best of the times and worst of times. I reversed that. Today we are going through the worst of times. But they are the best of the times for using this COVID-19 as an opportunity for digital transformation of education for the betterment of our students. And success is a journey but not the destination. What we are doing, it is just the beginning of our journey into the new digital age of education world. Credit for the success of our journey so far, it goes to our dedicated team of our faculty members and our cooperative students. Every experiment we have done, our students have cooperated. So thank you very much, madam, for giving me the extra time. So thank you very much, and I wish all of all the best. Being the last speaker before the lunch or the last one but from the speaker, yes, I had the challenge, with regard to the time and keeping you engaged. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rao sir.